Does the idea of an ancient empire here on Earth 150,000 years ago not just completely blow your mind? Hey guys, so we've spoken to you about pyramids recently in our videos, from China to Bosnia and throughout South America, and even into Egypt. There may have been pyramid structures in Antarctica, but that's for another video. Welcome to the show! Today we're going to breathe some new life into the pyramids that were discovered off Cuba's west coast in 2001. Just why after so much publicity at the time is this major discovery being ignored? Especially when promises were made for further investigations by multi-billion-dollar corporations? Why was it hushed up? Was it Fidel Castro who would not allow further investigation at the time? Well, just maybe now that the US and Cuban governments are buddies again, we can get some funding to get to the bottom and see if there's any ancient hieroglyphic symbols or something on these ancient structures. Surely there must be a few interested minds in our world that could go out and investigate perhaps the most mind-blowing discovery of recent times. Wait till you hear this. In 2001, a team of Canadian explorers working off the western coast of Cuba discovered the ruins of a submerged city built many thousands of years ago, estimating that it would have taken at least 150,000 years for such structures to have sunk into the depth at which they were found, then take into account construction and growth. We could be dealing with a site that could be more than 200,000 plus years old. The researchers used sophisticated sonar equipment to find and film stone structures more than 2,000 feet below the sea surface. They still do not fully understand the exact nature of their discovery and had a plan to start a thorough investigation of the site, but after acquiring imagery of pyramid buildings and going public, we have not heard anything else about it. After a frantic media buzz, the story just fizzled out. But the images captured had already gone viral throughout the globe. So we have a solid evidence they are actually there. Exciting, right? The explorers first spotted the underwater city when scanning equipment started to produce images of symmetrically organized stone structures reminiscent of an urban development. Again, we refer you to the ancient supernova cataclysm 12,000 years ago that wobbled the Earth and brought humanity to the brink of extinction. Some of the structures found here are pyramids 2,000 feet underwater, but how is that even possible? The age of these structures is just mind-boggling. It makes you wonder the true age of ancient sites across the globe, and it really makes you wonder about the vast ancient empire that we are only now beginning to accept. Well, some of us are. The area discovered would have been a large city area with dozens of functioning buildings. Sonar images interpreted it as being symmetrical and geometric stone structures resembling an urban complex were first recorded in 2001. Covering an area of 2 square kilometers at depths of between 600 meters and 750 meters. The discovery was reported by Pauline Zalitsky, a marine engineer, and her husband Paul, owners of a Canadian company called Advanced Digital Communications, working on an exploration and survey mission in conjunction with the Cuban government. The structures have been interpreted as various pyramids and circular structures made out of a massive, smooth blocks of stone that resembled hewn granite. Pauline was later quoted as saying, "It would be totally irresponsible to say what it was before we have evidence." After studying the images, National Geographic senior editor John Etchevet said, "They are interesting anomalies, but that's as much as anyone can say right now. I'm no expert on sonar, and until we are able to actually go down there and see, it will be difficult to characterize them." Professor of Oceanography Robert Ballard was also quoted saying, "That's too deep. I'd be surprised if it was humans who built them." You have to ask yourself, how did it get there? How did it get there? Surely it could not have been built underwater. That reminds us of that famous caption. You would think that Discovery, History, or even National Geographic would be all over this. Is it possible that this major discovery will change the way we look at history, our origins? Many people would agree that there are hundreds of discoveries that are kept from society on purpose. Is the sunken city off the coast of Cuba one of them? For now, we are left in the dark with bit-part evidence that on occasion explorers like Pauline and Paul risk everything they have worked towards in favor of breaking a few images and details to the media for worldwide broadcast. Obviously, this information is too good to just fade into hidden history for another couple thousands of years. So please spread the word, guys. Little shockwaves can make a huge difference. We are for now a very small minority in a world that is blinded by religious fanaticism. But every day a few more of us awaken from a very deep slumber to join the awakened. For now, we may not have all the answers, but at least we have the questions. Thanks for watching, and remember, the ways by which we arrive at knowledge are hardly less wonderful than the discovery of these things themselves.